Dwayne Taff, the 2018 KBF National Champion. We're gonna go out here today to Shelton here with our KastKing reels and line and see if we can't catch some bass, man. So I'm throwing a weightless 5-inch Long Synchro. It's just got a 3/0 hook on it, offset hook, WG, and you know, there's so much overhang on these cypress trees and stuff, and they get so far tucked in there out of the sun. Like I said, you got to hit the base of the tree almost with it, so just skip it in there. And around these trees, it made it look like it around these trees is about 3 or 4 foot deep. So when I throw it out there, it sinks kind of slow. I'll hold my finger on the line so I can feel that tap, because sometimes it's pretty subtle out here. Hook sets are free, so if I feel any kind of tap or something, whatever, I'm setting the hook on it, even if it's a piece of grass or whatever. Fat bass. Felt that little tap, you know. I had that loose line in there and the wind was kind of slacking that braid, so I was holding my finger on it and I felt that little tap. Saw the line jerk, so I set the hook. And that one paid for itself. When we do our CPR tournaments, it's crucial that the eye's uncovered, the gill plate's uncovered, the mouth is shut, tail's laying flat. Got a good look at the identifier before I let him go. So what I do with him before I let him go is I put him on the KastKing fish grips here. Put him back in the water so he's staying healthy, staying breathing. Then I go through my pictures and make sure I got a good picture of him. Yeah, so I got a good picture of him. So the Sharky III, first of all, look at it. It's a nice looking reel. The super smooth, casting all day long, you know, with it. I use it for weightless stuff. It's the only time I really use a spin cast. The drag's super smooth. You know, when I set the hook on a fish, I never have any issues with it, especially the 20-pound braid on it. It's just a good reel. This is the 2000 size. I just like the smaller reel. You know, I'm not making long casts, I'm making short casts, so I don't need a lot of line capacity. You know, the smaller reel, the lighter, the better I can feel it, you know, the better it balances on my light action tackle. I prefer the straight braid on the when I'm going weightless on a place like this, because you have so much structure and cover and stuff out there. It's darker water, so you don't have to really worry about them seeing the line. So I don't go with the fluorocarbon leader on it. So it depends on where I'm at, really, as far as the lay down. In this place here, you know, bass tend to like vertical structure, the pilings, trees, stuff here. This place is full of cypress trees, so they're going to get right up at the base of them trees. I mean, you almost have to hit the base of the tree and let that worm slide down to get them to hit. You know, cypress doesn't spread out too much, so they get way up underneath there, getting out of the sun, trying to get a little bit of shade. So once I pitch it in there, the Synchro has a high salt content, so it sinks fairly faster than most stick baits, but it's still pretty slow. So what I do is I put my finger on the line, I hold the line on my hand so I can feel any thump or tip or anything that might happen, you know, so I can set the hook. And like I said, hook sets are free. If it's not a fish, you know, no big deal. But if it is a fish, then you set the hook on it. You know, sometimes they grab it and just swim with it, and you don't really realize it until it's too late. The benefit of skipping a spinning reel would be the risk of backlash. You know, when you're throwing a really light line, and a light bait, weightless bait. Bait casters seem to backlash on you sometimes if you're not careful, especially if you're repetitive casting a bunch, whatever. So you don't really have to worry about it here with the spin cast. Just smooth cast every time. So what I do in these overhang of these cypress trees, you got to get up underneath there in the shade, especially on sunny days. So you just skip it up underneath there. So pretty decent day on the water this morning early. Right as the sun came up, I caught 4 or 5 on a bladed jig. Once the sun came up over the trees, I switched to the weightless worm. You know, skipping with the Sharky III, skipping up underneath the cypress trees. I was able to pick up a few more. It's a pretty good day on the water. If you're interested in a spin cast reel, if you're looking for a light, great action, smooth drag, stuff like that, go check them out. KastKing Sharky III. On behalf of KastKing, my name is Dwayne Taff. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.